We begin tonight with that decision from a judge in Pennsylvania. Bill Cosby, once nicknamed America's Dad, will now face his first criminal trial for alleged sexual assault. Cosby was escorted into the courtroom today, surrounded by cameras, police, and in the crowd, some of his supporters. His defense team arguing, sometimes shouting, that the evidence is not there. ABC's Lindsay Davis was in the courtroom.
Bill Cosby greeted fans, waving, but walking into court today not knowing if the first criminal trial against him would proceed. Guided into the courtroom, where a Pennsylvania district judge then ordered the embattled comedian to stand trial on charges of sexual assault. Andrea Constand, the woman at the heart of the case who alleges Cosby sexually assaulted her at his Pennsylvania home back in 2004, was not present in court today. Instead, portions of her statements to Pennsylvania detectives from 2005 were read in court, alleging Cosby told her to drink wine and take herbal medication before the alleged assault. During the 3.5-hour hearing, at times the defense even shouted and pointed out multiple inconsistencies from the former Temple University employee's statements, saying when Constand was given the chance to review her statements, she had lots of crossouts. On one occasion, she told detectives, "We lay down on the bed together," and later revised it to say just, "We relaxed close to each other." The defense also questioned why she carried on a seemingly friendly relationship with Cosby after the alleged assault, even asking him for tickets to one of his comedy shows and introducing him to her family and bringing him a gift.
There was no evidence of a crime here, and that the inconsistencies that plagued this investigation from the beginning continue to plague it now. This case should end immediately.
The defense argued that at no time did Constand ever say no or tell Cosby to stop. The prosecution argues the pills rendered her unable to consent. Everything was blurry and dizzy, she says, and her legs felt like jelly.
It was intoxicating to her, and that she was unable to consent. That's the crime.
And Lindsay Davis joins us live tonight. Lindsay, the defense team saying there a moment ago the case should end immediately. The judge disagreeing today. So what does Cosby ultimately face potentially, and could some of the other women be called to testify?
Yes, David, the prosecution will likely fight very hard to get the testimony from some of those other accusers included in this case, but it likely would only be admissible if they're able to prove that he had a very specific method of operating. If he's found guilty, he faces up to 10 years in prison, David.